ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison, and as always, I'd like to welcome you back to more Dark Souls. Listen, I know it's probably burning somebody up on the inside that I haven't spent any of my 250,000 souls I've been hoarding for the past several episodes, but don't worry, I just like playing with fish oil. Especially because we were also able to make it through the Tomb of the Giants pretty nicely in the last episode. We also took on Gravelord Nito with the help of some friends, and some of them were not nearly as helpful as others, but we still managed to make it through even better on our own, and now we're heading off to the Duke Archives. Seeing as how we've already done the 4 giants in Nito, this does feel like the next logical progression, because there's also Lost Izalith that we could take care of, but personally, I feel like that lends itself a little bit better to the end game than this does. That or literally any of the other stages we've done. Down this extremely long and narrow corridor, we've got ourselves the return of the old Fang Boar, and luckily for us, he's got a very short leash. And I do find these conditions for which we can fight pretty unsavory. Like, this feels not very fair or fun, because he'll gore ya right out of the door, and I don't appreciate that. Especially because anytime you hit him, you bounce off his armor and you stay nice, and thank you. That's our second one. Can we get a threefer? You stay pretty stunned for a very long amount of time. And so that's just something I would like to avoid. But what makes matters even worse is the fact that there is actually a second one down this corridor, and he doesn't tend to follow us back down through there, so we can't cheese him nearly as easily. But if you've defeated the other 2 up to this point, and you have not picked up the Fang Boar helm, this third one will always drop it. And so, let me see if I can just sort of sneak past him for a little spell of fun. Look at him go. And we can just run up here, and he actually can't get onto the elevator. Thank goodness. See, if these fighting conditions were not this terrible, I would probably try to fight him legitimately, but without the jump attacks, you just can't do anything to go through its armor. A lot of Dark Souls 2 enemies has sort of this same problem as well. I'm sorry, friend. It took you so long to turn around. You had so many opportunities to do me dirty, and yet he elected not to. So we'll go and grab this. I don't think we particularly need it. And maybe I should just get some level ups just to have on hand, because I do plan on needing to spend a lot of these souls here, but I also don't want to be super overpowered. So I'm going to go into dexterity, some strength, endurance, and yeah, I guess that's not too bad. 6 levels. Maybe I'll just do 1 more dexterity. We'll start hitting some pretty gnarly caps at 40, so that's about as far as I'll go with that. But I do want to start going into some strength-based weapons, since that is apparently how I started playing a lot of this game. And it makes a whole lot of sense. You just want to go for the biggest, baddest, sharpest freaking weapon you can find. And to use like Havel's Dragon Tooth, you need a strength of 40, so I don't know, maybe we'll make that happen before the end. We'll see, because we have the advent of crystal soldiers and also incredible music stands that are built to last a lifetime. These guys are brittle and very resistant to magic, but they like to attack in droves, and they do a ton of damage. So, not really my favorite types of enemies, especially because they just don't seem to give a good goddamn about you or your cronies. But that's alright. So just get rid of all of them the old-fashioned way. Hope that they do not swarm me again. And you might have noticed, we have a lone gentleman here, and you want to be sort of careful for him, because this is the creature that holds the doll that allows us to access the DLC. And again, I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to know this, but it seems kind of like a strange design choice if you ask me. Not to mention the fact we now have a channeler here who's constantly going to be buffing his friends and shooting beams at us. So we're going to have to take care of that. But first, I'm sorry. Thank you. So we obtain the broken pendant, and let me see if this even has any language in it that might be interesting to us. Is it over here? Oh God. All right, well, guess we're having some company first. Excuse me. Took me a minute to get through my inventory. Okay. Maybe another one won't follow me, but where was it? My key items. Oh, someone literally just kindled that fire we went to. Now, the broken pendant. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone. Yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. It appears to originate from Ulasil, or Ulasil. I know our friend pronounced it Ulasil, but that sounds wrong. So, welcome to the Duke's Archives. It's kind of scary. He's going to be doing a little teleportation dance, or not. All right, well, as long as your friend isn't going to come running around, I think I might be able to... Oh, get the one for... Oh, no way. No fucking way. No way. Are you kidding me? Well, you remember the rare weapons that I keep talking about. The channelers have a 1% chance to drop their trident. And there's a very specific spot that I wanted to grind for these, and it was not here. But we have the what is the drop rate? I'm okay, so I have the silver ring on, not the golden one. I also have like my shoulder pierced with an arrow, but oh my God. You're supposed to grind for that forever. That is insanity. Okay, I mean, I was hoping to maybe get some experience grinding for souls, since we're gonna have to purchase them right next to where you would normally just go for those, but good God. All right, I mean, I guess it doesn't mean much if you haven't played the game and tried 100%ing it, but one of the things I did, in addition to playing a lot of Dark Souls 2, was go through on my old 360 file and see what some of the other differences were in some of my attacks and whatnot. And I did not do a great job of leveling myself up, if I can be candid with you. Go away, you fools. But yeah, it took me a while to get that, and I'm kind of annoyed. So, I mean, I'm not, because it's very cool I was able to get that in another Fangbore helm. I've just been getting extremely lucky in this run, so I'm glad I'm able to get some of that on camera. But this area might seem a little confusing the first time you play around, so we're just gonna explore quite leisurely. And also be careful, because there are a few mimics, and they do like to show their dumb faces around here. Got some twinkling titanite, which is not bad. Oh, you know, am I not allowed to hold more than 21 Estus flasks? I could have sworn I haven't used one yet. Yeah, that's alright. Still cool that that's a thing. There is the infamous elevator, clear over there. I don't know if there's much else over in this direction. I sort of would assume not. Oh, you know, this area is a lot more limited than you would think, and the one main gimmick is the rotating staircase a la Hogwarts in Harry Potter, and there is that chest on top of this bookshelf that I've never been able to get. Since you're supposed to move and rotate this walkway and then land from clear up there, but I don't even know how to do that. I'm assuming that's how you're supposed to do it, and there's not like a ladder on the other side or anything. I meant to look this up, but I do think you need to drop from up there. Otherwise, it's just inaccessible. I can't imagine it's anything particularly useful. That's alright. So this bookshelf should be open, but it's not. We've also got some gentlemen here. Oh, I hear some scuffling. Hello. Oh, thank you, camera. Here, let me just go and give you a nice little back shot there. I just find that's the easiest way to take them out. Just as little issues as possible, and then we'll call it good. What do we have here? Gorgeous view. Yeah, that's a whole lot of nothing. Please don't come over to me. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice. What is that? Undead Parish, maybe? And Orlando, perhaps? I do not know. Left. Oh, thank you for warning me after the fact. Can I just do this? Get over here. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. Well, I got his attention. How's it going, sir? It's good to see you. Just give you a nice little pat on the shoulder. Yeah, how about your friend? Trust me, these guys do hit really hard, so I'm not going to bother trying to parry them. As a matter of fact, Dark Souls 2 has probably turned me off to the idea of parrying ever again. Why I thought that was ever a good idea in that game remains to be seen. But here we go. You see the chain, how it's pointed out like that? Let me guess. Liar ahead. All right, I'm just gonna take a quick safety drink there, and here we have it. It's our friend the Mimic. There's quite a few of them in this area, but you can be nice and drop for me the Crystal Knight Shield. All right, that's very cool. I think because they already dropped the symbol of avarice for us a while ago, we're not really a valid candidate to carry them ever again, but that's all right. Don't need more than one. Now, something that I really wish I had known is that this lever brings this elevator back. You would think that maybe they would have put it somewhere a little bit more obvious, but if you're not familiar with this game, it's very easy to miss. But here we have it. Let's head on up, and there's the second floor with a couple of shenanigans down there. And as you could have imagined, essentially to bypass a whole chunk of this area and get up to that rotating platform, if you pull the lever and then quickly jump onto the railing, you can jump from here to the, I think it's the third floor balcony and skip this entire sequence, including the prison section. And it's kind of useless for us if we're grabbing everything. So I'm gonna send it back down on its way. You can see that there's probably a bunch of bloodstains here that are gonna try it because they'll activate it. And if you're not fast enough, then you'll just fall and you won't be able to reach. And that's kind of how that story goes. That's all right. Let's head on down through over here. And this, I believe, might be the only Crystal Knight that we see dressed like this in the entire game. I don't think I've ever seen this guy anywhere else, and he looks really cool. I like that outfit a lot, but he's kind of an asshole, and he's got a fat roll, so how much can he be trusted, you know? Here, don't fall off the edge, brother. I would very much like to loot your corpse if possible, if he even has anything for us. All right, maybe not. Cool. I guess I'll just go fuck myself. And before we go through, I believe there is indeed one more of these crystal buddies. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh, not bad. Got a lot of Twinkling Titanite, which I did purchase a lot of to upgrade my shields and whatnot. But ladies and gentlemen, it's at this point that you absolutely want to make sure that you equip your Ring of Sacrifice. Whatever you do, if you're holding on to humanity or souls that you want to keep, this is an auto death sequence that you cannot avoid unless you sequence break and you jump off the elevator, but we're not doing that. Let's go and face Seath the Scaleless. God, he looks so cool, brother. But of course, ouch. Please don't hurt me. Please don't curse me. No matter how much you might try to avoid his moves, you can't even get to him. And if you could, well, it wouldn't matter. Because he's invincible. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing we can do, but we saved our souls and our humanity by way of the Ring of Sacrifice, and somehow we were able to get that prompt out of the way. They threw us in a slammer, which is very strange. So I'll go and light this bonfire, and you might think you're gonna be a wisecracking asshole and just warp on out of here, right? No. Because this one is cut off from the others, and just like in the painting of Ariamis, you can't actually warp to this or from this, and it doesn't even let you warp to it, so I don't know, seems kind of useless, but this will be a good place to set that. And if you head over here, you might see there's a couple of cellmates who aren't exactly thrilled to see us. They are armed to the teeth, so let's go and take this guy out. And it's the return of the man serpents. And this one happened to hold the cell key to our room. That's weird. Oh no, they've released the hounds. And for some reason, the man serpents seem to be kind of afraid of those creatures that were released from the cell, which makes complete and utter sense. But if you want to come back, this guy might occasionally try to fight us. He seems to just be a little bit more interested in running at the moment. I would love it if you could just like not. He's totally... All right, well, I will remember you, sir, with 5 arrow holes in you. Oh my God. He is running away, but essentially we're gonna have these new types of enemies whose designs are so cool. I think they're called like Picasas or something, but basically they're not too bad of a source for humanity if you're grinding for that and experience. Ooh, sheesh. Which, speaking of, there we go. But the alarm sound they had go off is like, it's like weirdly enticing in my opinion. I don't know, I know it's supposed to be like irritating and scary and whatnot, but when I first heard it, I was just thinking to myself, what's so bad about this? Am I supposed to be allured by this magnificent sound? Anyways, we can check out a few of these other cells if you want. Some of them might not seem to really have much importance for the time being, but apparently, so at the end of the last episode, we spoke to Rhea, the maiden, the milady, and we bought some of her miracles, but as it turns out, if you bought all of her miracles, she sort of loses her will to live, and she ends up here, hollowed in one of these cells, which is kind of bizarre and strange. Either that or Petrus murders her. Or maybe it's a little of both, I don't know. But some of these character arcs simply do not make much sense. Thank you. Now, ladies. Yeah, I think they can hit kind of hard. But maybe, yeah, as long as you don't let them grab you like that, you should be okay. Ma'am, please, would you like to join me? For a, good old-fashioned hoedown. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oop, there's more here. For whatever reason, these guys do not respond in the slightest anytime you try to hit them through the freaking gate. Thank you. Is there another one? No, we can get in this one. Not bad. So is it you? No, it's an extra key. Okay. We will go and do that when we go back up. I think it's the one cell that I skipped, or it might be another one down here, but picking up as much of this as we can is probably in our best interests. Ah, ladies, how's it going? It's good to see you. I don't miss you enough for a little hug there, but oh shit. Well, maybe I should see what they do. Maybe they suck your humanity out of you? Oh my God. Okay, that's kind of terrifying, actually. Oh shit, we're just all gonna miss. I thought I had my jump. Nice, nice. Another chop. Ooh, I am so sorry. You all get the chop. The luckiest chops. But that is not all. There are 2 more in here that are completely unique, and once you kill them, they stay dead. But they also have a ton more HP, and they happen to drop miracles. They also seem kind of disturbed at something. Hey, you stay away from that big old hat, ma'am, or else. So we get soothing sunlight as well as bountiful sunlight, which I think will create an aura around you that will let you sort of heal all of your allies and yourself for a brief amount of time. And speaking of the briefness of grief, Logan.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me, so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me?
Yeah, maybe don't do that. So we're gonna need to find a key, and it's pretty far off. So I'll probably need to do just a little bit of cutting to get to that, but before we do anything else, let's go head on up here and turn off this infernal racket. It's actually surprisingly loud. I forgot that it was this intense. And if we're lucky, we might be able to maybe get one of you Hello? I'm trying to aim at you. Oh my god. I was like locked onto this one and like the other guy's shooting bolts of electricity at me. Hi. Oh my goodness. One at a time, gentlemen. Or are you all ladies? I can't see. God. Alright, let's get the quick heal in there. Sheesh. Thank you for that. And you should be dead. Oop. I rolled right into that. No bites for me. Thank you. And we're set. Sheesh. Alright. Nothing like getting ganged up on like that, but God. Now I can finally hear myself speak. Sheesh. Alright. I mean, as if we haven't heard enough of that, you know. Anyways, we have the giant door key, and that is just the other side of the cell that our friend Master Logan was in. So that's about everything we need to do here, aside from some of the secrets and such. So we'll roll down and we'll just make the long, arduous trek back up. There's nothing around this pile of massive cogs. Don't worry, I've checked. But now that we have an extra key, we should be able to explore some other things, make some pretty sketchy falls, and just explore everything before making our way back to the main room. That one stayed nice and open. This is one that we could not open before. I don't even know if I tried, but maybe I could have. I don't remember. But maybe I can, I can drop down here into that one. Very strange. Some of the layouts of this place just simply do not make any sense. But I guess as far as things are concerned, this is a really cozy area. You just have all these books, all of these locked doors. This is what you needed the extra prison key for. And we find a body. This one, oh, that's the large soul of a brave warrior. Not what I thought that was going to be. I'm pretty sure you find like a cleric set here. You might have noticed off in the distance there's some shenanigans that we can get ourselves into. I'm gonna probably avoid taking the bonfire for right now. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, let me try this. Let's go up here. Pretty sure this guy is just waiting for me to come up. Listen, Kemosabe, I can see your shadow from down here and literally from underneath the platform you're standing on. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go and take one of these here at you. And what's he thinking? What? Oh, he's gonna try to fight. Look at him rolling. Oh man. All right. Well, it's like, what was that sound? Sorry, buddy. Well, I appreciate that. And before we go and explore the rest of our cell, let's go head on up here. Because, yeah, there's that cell over there. There's another one we can drop off. Man, imagine being stuck in that one, like clear across the way. Ooh, what do we got? Something happening here. Well, we can use the old giant door key to open this puppy up. That's nice. Man, it's just so silent, you know? And just to be on the absolute safe side, I'm going to use a little bit of my imagination. And we're going to drop down. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves the maiden outfit, as well as the white seance ring, which I do believe is not particularly good, but it grants additional attunement slots. So if we decided to put this on, we would be able to equip even more things in regards to miracles or magic if you want. And it might not be a bad idea, but just so long as you have it on, I don't think it's necessarily worth the slot on your finger, you know? It also really makes me miss having 4 ring slots in Dark Souls 2. Oh, my fall control is still activated. I guess, here we go. Imagination. I'm gonna take a safety heal, and we're gonna go and bully our cellmates for a second. Thank you. So I believe there are 3 gentlemen all in this compact little space. So if you don't mind me, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop you right there. Hopefully your friends decide they don't care enough about you. And that way... Oh, he tried. Oh, did he try? He tried again. Thank you. Yeah, so for some reason, I am simply not getting anything in the name of backshots today. Come on down, sir. Claim your prize. To do so, I need you to fill out your name and phone number, your social security, and your current address and place of work so that we can authenticate your belongings and your prize. And now, last but not least, he was coming in a little harsh there, in my opinion. And, well, for some reason, there's this door. You need the extra key for it. And we're going to be very careful because we got to drop off there. I don't think we need that way. All right. Once again, with a little bit of the old imagination. Drop on down and not hurt ourselves. Thank you. All this for another soul that I'll probably end up using. And to be completely honest with you, this is where I plan on using all of my extra souls that I've been hoarding, because I haven't been using them. And it's usually just so that I could buy all the spells here in one go and see what happens. But this is also a nice little shortcut back to this, so that's fun. We have returned. Oh, can I make it? Can I make it? Oh, good. I was just waiting for the spell to wear off the second that I dropped down, but it's pretty cool. I love this thing. I use it a lot in Dark Souls 3 where it's called Spook, right? It's been a while since I played that, but it's just a little spooky. The imagination can get sometimes. And we are almost at the end of the episode. Good God. I have been yapping like nobody's business, and I'm sorry. I guess I'm not really. There are always some people that I used to watch that you haven't tuned into for about, 5 or 6 years. You go back to their content and it's just so devoid of emotion and feeling. And it's just like they're walking through the movements. Sure, they might be getting some pretty good views here and there, but there's no spark of life. There is no enthusiasm, And even though I guess I'm taking a more laid back approach for this project and probably most others going forward, it's just sad, to just sit there in silence for like a solid 10 seconds and they're like, oh, well, someone right up here. Someone right here. That's it. You can see the core heart. Oh, hello. Excuse me. What a shot, brother. All right, well, how about this? Oh my God. Hello. That curve was amazing. All right, this gentleman deserves some kudos, I think. So I know right next to him is his friend, but he missed. He's not very good at his job. That's where his friend kind of came in clutch a bit. But yeah, sometimes people just, I don't know. People will argue that, oh God, never mind. You know what? I'm just going to end that tangent now because we have ourselves a channeler. And then another one that is off along over here. But that is in the way. So that's something we're going to have to take care of now, isn't it? I'd rather not do it while he's here, so let's go back to the initial room. Or should we just end things off here? This might not be a bad place to do that, actually. I would like to make the shortcut, obviously, but if I can activate the lovely little, oh my God, the shortcut, we should be fine. God, there's everywhere, man. So this is that first room that we came in with that first channeler. And we have friends shooting at us from every what way. Beautiful. Was there another mimic over here? I feel like I remember there being a second. But yeah, we're on the 3rd floor. And in order to rotate this, you actually do need to be like right in the middle of it and then activate right here. But we'll go and explore this real quick. Oh, someone's shooting at me from the opposite end. Yeah, I'm not sure. What? Game. Game. What is happening? All right. I'm bouncing off of things. I'm getting shot from the side. I just get messed up by archers in general, I think. Thank you. So was there anything over here? I don't think there was. I also forgot that I did not re-equip a ring after, God, I was going to do it. I even like went into my inventory for that. And we'll do that. Sheesh. Feel kind of silly. I didn't even have like the silver ring on. We'll go and check this out. We'll see what happens. I'm afraid to try, my fall control from here. Just because I know I'll probably end up missing. But that's all right, because... Hello? Where did that archer go? Somebody was shooting at me, and he just skedaddled. It's time for his union-mandated break. Was there really nothing over here? Maybe it was this guy. This wise guy with the homing arrows. Look at that. Are those patent pending, sir? Do you have a license to use those? Seems to me that you do not. Yeah, there's even more of them up here. And an even better shot to get hit by this guy. Jesus, brother. Here we go. So luckily they have less health. But what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna take a safety heal, and I'm gonna use a little bit of my imagination here, because anytime you take fall damage, you end up like reeling over in disgust. So we're gonna do this. Imagination. All right, that's good. Head over here. Watch out for that. No, the roll didn't work. It was late. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And you're done. Thank you, sir, for playing, and I will see you again next time. We're back. We're back, baby. So now that this is back in order, we are set to do everything we need to. Someone is still trying to shoot at me, and we're almost at 32 minutes. So I'm not going to open the shortcut, but I am going to go head downstairs, and the staircase will stay like that, which is great. I love that for us. Ouch, brother. We're on a staircase. Are you good? This guy. You have a bow and arrow. What? Do you know how anything works? Like logic? Did you get hit too hard on the way down from heaven? I don't know. But we're over here. Let's go down even more. And here we're gonna have our primary sort of bonfire, if I can make it to there. Oh shit. All this indestructible furniture is unbelievable. I swear to God. Thank you. Oh, please don't follow me. Please don't follow me. Thank you. Jesus. All right. Well, next time, ladies and gentlemen, we finish exploring this place. We got everything in that first room, I believe, except for the chest on top of the bookcase, but I'm not going to worry about that. There is a shortcut we need to make by killing the channeler, but because we got so lucky and found it immediately, we're not going to need to worry about it. I can't even hold it right because apparently I'm too stupid. What do I need for this? Yeah, 24 intelligence for this. Apparently I'm incapable of it, but it's so cool. And I'm pretty sure you can do the little dance. Look at that. I love it. You don't gotta be a genius to know how to do this dance, my friend. And next time on the game, we take on Seath once and for all, and we will also clear out this courtyard, which will take us to the Crystal Caves. Probably one of the coolest places in the entire game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you here next time.